Riley.
And I'm Maddie.
And this is Check-In.
Today we're talking about the importance of self-care and some activities that you can do to take care of yourself.
I think this is going to be my favorite episode ever. Not only because we're dressed like this, but I'm looking at some of the self-care activities and I'm like, yes.
We're dressed in our cozy attire, if you hadn't noticed today, just for you guys.
Blankets and all. So, why is self-care important? Well, one reason is it helps reduce stress levels. That's great.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. It prevents people from giving up in the sense that it can prevent you from, giving up on, like, your goals, anything, because, you can feel so stressed out and so down that you just want to quit everything. But, if you take some time for yourself and you say, okay, no, this is doable, like, we can make it.
That's also, it kind of goes with the next one, that it helps maintain your focus and it can bring you back to refocusing in a stressful situation.
And then self-care also aids with the completion of daily tasks, meaning, like, if I'm writing an 8-page paper that's due at midnight and I hadn't started because I'm me, if I take a minute to take, like, a nice shower, like, do a face mask, whatever, I can finish that paper because I've, like, taken a moment to step away, clear my thoughts, relax for a minute, and keep going.
And it
it'll
also
probably
just
turn out better.
Yeah, and it also just boosts your happiness. Okay, so some of my favorite self-care activities are, I do love the classic skincare. But then also on this list, it talks about shopping, which we were talking about this before we started filming, and we have addictions.
It's bad. I recommend. Well, I don't recommend.
It's like one of those where it's like, maybe I spend too much money on clothes, but do I love it? Yes, I do.
And I spend just as much on food, so it's better because you could rewear clothes.
Exactly. You can't
Let
get
me
the
tell you
food back.
I don't know if it's considered like a guilty pleasure, but like it's weird, okay? I'm sharing it with everyone. I'm sharing it with the world. When I'm sad, I go to Michael's and I cry while I look at crafts.
But crafting is a great self-care.
It is.
What's your favorite craft to pick up?
It really depends on how I'm feeling. I paint a lot, so sometimes I'll get canvases or new brushes or something. But I've also been really into making those like big arm knit blankets, which are a lot of my Christmas gifts. I gave one to my mom. She uses it every night. She loves it.
That's so sweet.
I'm pretty good at it, so hit me up.
Yeah, teach me.
Love. But, just like anything fun, like even if you got like a little coloring book or like a paint by number, anything like that. Like crafting's fun. I made a wreath, like a fall wreath.
It was cute.
Thank you. For my apartment. A little decor moment, if you will. But yeah, anything you want to do, Like, it doesn't have to be a good craft or a big craft. Like, my roommate and I will put on, we just binge watched the Twilight series while painting, and we ordered pizza. And that was one of my favorite nights of the semester thus far.
That's perfect.
Because,
that's honestly perfect.
I stand by Twilight, I'm going to be honest.
So good.
It's a good little binge watch moment.
And if you can't paint or draw like me, I have an app. I'm pretty sure it's called Happy Color. And it's one of those like color by number situations.
Yes, paint by number.
It's great. It's beautiful.
No, I like doing those too, because then if you're like, you need a little minute, but you're not like by yourself or you're not like alone, but you have your phone on you and you have a minute, like you have time, download a little app. My favorite apps, like if I need a minute to myself, my favorite apps that I'll use are ones that you don't really have to like talk to others or see others. So I like Pinterest if I want to look at like craft stuff or like cute little like home things, because you don't really have to like focus, like it's not like the other ones where you have to focus on what people are doing.
Yeah.
So you don't get like FOMO or anything like that.
Yeah, no, you can like search whatever.
Yeah. But I really like Sudoku, and then like the games that are kind of like Candy Crush, like the matching whatever. I think those ones are fun because it like gives your brain something to focus on, so you're not focusing on like why you're either upset or stressed or whatever.
That's what I was gonna say, yeah.
But it gives you like but it's not that,
Yeah.
So it's not stressful. It doesn't really matter that much, like you can just do
like I
whatever.
have solitaire, and I love the ones where it's like, it sounds such like a grandma activity, but
I love it.
It's
My
whatever.
mom loves solitaire.
Yes. And I love it because, one, it's on my phone and I don't have to, like, actually have a deck of cards with me. But then also, it's, like, it's a challenge. So your mind gets taken off of whatever school stress or any stress, honestly. And it just kind of focuses on this one thing. That's not too difficult, so you won't stress yourself out over that. But
No,
sometimes you
exactly.
need the little helpful hints. I always try to beat my high score.
Yes. I was also really I was also really into Yahtzee for a while. And you can join a team and you can play with like
No.
against other teams. And so many people get very aggressive.
I love
So sometimes it
Yahtzee.
hurt my feelings. So I'm just letting you know now, but like one of my friends and I both got really into Yahtzee last year, like the app. And like that was really fun.
Catch me downloading that tonight.
It's really fun.
I have, you know how they make different Yahtzee sets with like
Yeah.
movies? So I have the Glee one. And it's a slushie. And I found it recently.
Wait, that's a vibe.
I know, she's actually really cute. I found it recently during quarantine. And I walked downstairs all proud. And I'm like, guys, we're having a game night.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
during quarantine, like, I swear, I read every book in my house. I watched every movie. I did everything. I had all the conversations with my parents and
I
our
had
brother.
all the conversations.
It was too. We were bored of each other. So
Made my will, like.
we needed something. So I found my little Glee Yahtzee. If you have a game night,
It's so fun.
it's so fun and it's such a great just stress relief for
Unless it's
a
Monopoly
night.
with your family. That's never a stress relief. I stand by that statement. Let me specify one of my other favorites on this list, other than shopping and crafting. Take a nap. One of the things
Honestly,
that I love to do in my free time.
it's great. Sleep is so just great for you
It
in
heals
general.
your body.
Anyway, shut your mind off. Literally, like self-care is different for everyone. Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't nap. I wake up so grumpy. I
My
don't know what
brother
it
does.
is. Like I wish I did. I wish I could take like a hot minute nap and be, hi, I'm up.
Yeah, if I take like the power nap, I'll wake up more tired than I was before, so I can't.
Yeah.
That's why like that's why I can't nap often, because I know if I nap,
No.
it's gonna be the 3-4 hour nap.
So for me, instead of napping, I watch Netflix or YouTube.
And go on your phone.
Yeah, like I watch like videos, movie, TV show. I just watched Heart of Dixie. And if you want like a cute, fun-loving show, you know everything is gonna work out, Heart of Dixie's the show for you. It's so cute.
And if you've already seen Heart of Dixie and want another show that's exactly like that, Gilmore Girls.
Yes.
I'm rewatching Gilmore Girls for probably the 8th time. And let me tell you, I love that show. I don't care who knows it.
My mom and I
love
binged
it.
it together.
It's so good.
So cute. It's so wonderful.
So like a nice pamper yourself moment.
Ooh.
You know, you can like, obviously this kind of has to do with like how you're doing money wise and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But like, go get your nails done, or if you can't do that,
Get
a nice
some
alternative,
glue-ons.
glue-ons, or just polish. Have a little girls' night, paint nails.
Yeah.
You know,
Or like if that's, if maybe nails isn't your thing, maybe you're not like super into all that stuff. Anything that makes you feel like your best self, like you are everything in the moment,
take a shower.
that's what you need to do.
If you need to do a hair mask, do a hair mask.
Yeah. If for you it's doing a face mask or
Playing a video game.
yeah.
Like, do something that makes you happy.
Mm-hmm.
Is honestly, like, that's just the theme of self-care in general.
Is whatever
And
makes
you
you
could
happy.
hate every single thing we have said tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But if you haven't given Gilmore Girls a chance, I highly recommend. I'm just saying. But you could, you don't have to be into any of that. If you want to go, like, play Call of Duty and yell at 8th graders on, like, the headset thing.
I'm going to pretend like I know what any of these games are. Mm-hmm.
I have a brother. I played it once. I didn't do very well.
Yeah,
Anyway.
me too.
Yeah, but, like, my best friend at home, she really loves playing Call of Duty.
I love that.
So she, like, will get on with her friends and, like, play it. And, like, that's what makes her happy. So, like, teach their own, If you want to go do that. If you want to, like, go, I don't know, like, what is that? Pickup games, like, of basketball and street hockey and stuff like that.
Oh my God. I used to play.
Like, get together with friends.
I used to do that with my neighbors after, like, a long day at like school
Yeah.
or over the summer,
It's
those are some of my
fun.
favorite memories.
I know. So if you want to like do that, like get outside. You gotta get away from the thing that is causing you stress and unneeded stress. You know, you can't just, you can ditch all of your work, but like I don't recommend. It's not gonna
Yeah.
help. But like
It adds more stress.
yeah, that's like, you know, fair stress. But like if social media and like some drama is stressing you, get away from it for a minute, you know? Do something that's gonna make you happy in that moment. Live in the moment.
Yeah.
You know, don't take a Snapchat of it. Don't like Instagram it. Don't do anything. Just live in that moment because that's what people forget to do.
Just let it be for you. Let that self-care
Yeah.
activity be only for you because that's what it's meant to be.
And so many people do self-care just to post about it later.
Yeah.
Like they'll be like, oh, I did a nature hike. But
like-
all of it is them like taking a video of the entire hike.
Yeah.
And it's like, just enjoy like your time. Whether it's with friends, whether it's alone, like, you know.
And it's like, we get it. Like, we love taking pictures
Oh,
and
yeah,
filming. It's obviously like
100%.
our major, but like sometimes you can just take it for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I went on a hike recently and I have some pictures or whatever, and me and my friend we have them because we enjoyed it, and neither one of us posted.
Yeah, and you can take like some at the top, you know, but it's like you don't have to vlog the whole experience.
Yeah.
You can just, you know, be like, so then when you get older, you can just be like, remember that one time?
Yeah.
And then
It's
they'll
actually
probably
so
say no
nice.
because you have no pictures to prove it, but that's okay.
Because it happened.
Listen to music.
Oh, yep. Oh, so many of my friends will be like, I'm stressed out. You know what? I'm going to listen to One Direction.
Okay.
And I'm going to just have my moment.
Tell me if your town used to do this because it could just be really small town things, okay?
I was in a small town.
But like, is it like we have nothing to do, let's drive around and listen to music?
Yes.
Just drive around.
Yes.
The best thing. I still do it here.
Yes.
I love it. I love just driving, listening to music. But, you know, you have to, like, listen to your favorite vibe, you know? I have a Cry It Out playlist. So I can go in the car or take a shower or go to Michael's and cry. Like, you know? And that is considered self-care. I stand by that.
No, my favorite is having a playlist for when I'm, like, really feeling myself, like, whatever. And then when I'm, you know, kind of sad, I have one when I'm, like, doing homework because it's, like, kind of mellow. I feel like I have one literally for every emotion.
No, I do too. Like,
And
for
it
different
just-
vibes.
Yeah, it just fits the vibe, and it makes me feel better.
Yeah. So, you know, that can be, like, very, like, therapeutic to people, depending on how you respond to music.
I saw this one on here. This is definitely not for me, but I think it could be interesting for other people. Going somewhere quiet to think.
See, that's not my vibe either.
See, that's not my vibe because,
I get too in my head.
yeah, for me personally, I have to completely remove myself from the situation and put myself into another positive one. And I feel like if I just went somewhere to think quietly, I wouldn't be able to, like, remove myself. But some people might. I guess this could be
Well-
like meditation.
Yeah. Like, I can't meditate.
No.
But, like, I am very much the person that needs her alone time.
Yes.
So if that's what they mean by that, then yes. Like, I'm a people person, but I have my limits where, like, at the end of the day, I'm very much just let me do my thing a little bit and relax, and that's my
social meter
self-care.
runs out.
But it's never, like, totally quiet. It's usually me on my phone or me, like, watching, like, a show or something.
Yeah.
I just don't do well with complete silence because I get too in my head. But that's just me personally. Like, I fall asleep to the TV
Oh, yeah.
and that kind of thing.
This one says clean your room, and I think that's really funny.
Honestly, I do that, though.
No, me
I
too.
get in huge cleaning moods. It's usually, like, okay, I feel like other people are guilty of this, too, so it's fine. But I do think, like, if I have a big project or something that I'm avoiding, I will clean my entire house before
That's
I even
so common, I feel
remotely
like.
think of it.
Yeah.
Like, I have to.
But I also, too, I feel like if you have a clean space, you're in a better headspace. Because there's nothing, like, if I have my laundry out, I'm like, I really have to fold that. I really have to do this project.
I know, it's like, I'm going to fold it.
Yeah. Or, like, if I have, like, dirty dishes, I'm like, I need to do that. But I need to do this. So when I, like, take care of that,
You're like, this is all I have left to do. So I
I'm
have
like,
to do
this is it. And then I'll set myself, like, if I'm working on a big project, and this is probably my biggest advice, like, I will say, okay, I'm going to work on this for, depending what it is, let's say an hour to 2 hours. And then I get a break to watch an episode of the show that I'm currently watching. And then, you know, depending on also like what classes I have that day, stuff like that. Maybe go back to it, maybe go to class, like. But
no, that's what my
that
roommate and I
helps.
do. Like, we both, like, we'll sit there and we're like, okay, we're going to go to our rooms, we're going to do our work, and then once we both get our work done, we both have to get, like, like, half of it done or whatever, then we can go get ice cream.
Yes.
You have to, like, the little rewards
Yeah.
help you kind of move, like, through it faster.
For me, that's always, I feel like I've done this every semester. Like, right after I get my midterm grades, I will be like, okay, I can, like, buy some cute clothes. And then, or, like, something like that. I like, try to hold it off until, like, after, like, a big, like,
Yeah.
all right, halfway through, get some cute new whatever. And then I feel like I do the same after finals.
That's fair.
Because, like, honestly, whether it's good or bad, the clothes make me happy. And that sounds so
Exactly.
sad and so bad, but, like, it's like a little reward for making it through the semester, especially in this time.
Yes.
Like, the world is really testing our limits.
It really is. And honestly, like, for all of you college kids out there watching this that are in college right now, props to you.
Honestly.
We're all struggling.
You are amazing.
Like, if you're doing your best, then that's all you can do because the situation's hard. And yes, the professors are teaching it, but you're doing a lot more work yourself than you're normally doing. And just props to all of us because
it's a lot. And
it is a lot.
We're all doing it. So.
And, like, you know, the whole separation of, like, church and state, the separation of, like, work and home life, you don't have that right now.
Nope.
So I can't go do my work in class and then take my room to relax because all of it's happening in the same space. And for me, that's very stressful.
Yep.
Because I know I would do my work there anyway, but I could kind of get out and, like, it would only be some of the work, you know?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be that bad. But when I'm doing all of my work, I constantly feel like I'm behind on everything. And once I turn in one project, I feel like I have 4 that I didn't even know I had until yesterday, but they're due 4 months ago, so here we are.
And also, I mean, I know this is so hard, especially now, like you were saying, having that separation between, okay, I'm doing my work, and now I'm relaxing and in my bed, whatever. But my biggest advice would be, if you can, have one area where you do your work, and then, like, say you're in a house right now, and, like, not a dorm room. Like, your room is, like, only for relaxation. Like, when I was at home, I used to do, like, my Zoom classes in my room so I didn't, like, annoy anyone else, like, trying to do whatever. But then I would do my homework either outside if it was nice or in my kitchen. So I had, like, kind of the separation. I mean, it was, like, harder because it was, like, still my house.
Even if you can do it, like, I did a lot better. Like, I'm guilty of, like, not keeping this up. But in the beginning, I did a really good job at, like, all of my Zoom lectures and all of my homework and stuff. I did at my desk in my room.
That's what I have
wouldn't
to
let
do
myself
now.
do it in my bed.
Yep.
But now I do it in my bed because I am a tired person.
And you know what it is, too? It's like you reach a certain limit.
Oh, yeah.
You do. And
I
we're
reached
more than
midterms and I was
halfway
like-
through. It's a lot.
Yeah.
We've been doing this now for so many months. But if you can, having that separation has helped me personally a lot. But maybe you feel more comfortable doing it in your bed.
I'm Alex Perez, and I am the executive producer of PSTV. Every Wednesdays on PS News, where all female anchors come on and give the Plattsburgh area the news. What I want to gain from Women's Wednesdays is just having more diversity and accepting it, accepting that women can also do the job and just as good.
So we're going to go back at it again with our questions and comments that we've gotten.
So, the first one says, what do you think about working out and running for self-care? So I'm going to let Bailey take it from here.
You were the runner, but I can take it.
Thank you. That's fair.
So for me personally, I love working out. I think it's like the best stress reliever, and I always think of in Legally Blonde when she's like, what's the exact
Happy
line?
people just don't kill their husbands.
Yes, where she's like, exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy, and happy people just don't kill their husbands. I'm like, same. But
That's so fair. I love that.
Like, I feel that.
A nice bio, like.
So that that quote just pretty much sums up my whole like exercise, like how it makes me
Yeah,
feel.
happy people just don't kill their husbands.
They don't.
Elle Woods.
But for me, it's Zumba most of the time. I do love a good kickboxing. Just like punch the stress.
Like if you're mad at anyone and you know you're having certain feelings about hurting that certain someone, don't act on it. Take some boxing or kickboxing.
It's so much fun.
And you know, pretend no one said imaginations weren't useful. So do what you want with that information. But yeah, don't be violent towards others.
And then they asked about running, right?
Yep. They just said they prefer to work out and run.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you like running, run. You know, you do you. But I know people who hate running but love going on the elliptical or like walking at like the really steep incline or stuff like that. And if that's what you like, do that, because working out is whatever you like doing. Because if you try to make yourself run, for example, and you hate running, you are going to hate the workout. It's going to last forever. And at that point, it's not self-care.
And like I can attest to the running portion. I don't really run as much now, but when I did run, like some of the best workouts I ever had were distance days. And we would do between 8 and 10 miles usually, and it'd be a long distance run.
I could never.
And it was the best like during the fall because cross country is a fall sport. And, you know, it wasn't super hot anymore, so you weren't like dying. But, you know, some of the best runs were like just me and my like teammates who were like some of my best friends. And we'd all be like running together either through the woods or on the roads, and we'd just like laugh and we'd talk the whole time, and like half the time we'd probably end up singing. And like it was just really fun. It didn't even seem that bad of an exercise because like you can jog. You don't have to go out there, you don't have to do like a full sprint or a race pace by any means. But you know, like doing even short distance runs can build your endurance, which can like help you get into better shape too and release a lot of endorphins. Do you have to do 8 to 10 miles? No. No.
Not
But
even a
if
full
you
mile.
wanted, yeah, like even if you wanted to like start to like work towards doing 1 mile, you know? Like that's a pretty reasonable goal and you don't have to hit it in the first time. But one, it's a good goal for yourself, and then it's a good way to release some stress.
Yeah.
But another one says, where's the line between self-care and self-indulgence? Is there too much self-care? Yes.
Yeah. If you're ignoring all your responsibilities, then it's not really like self-care. It's kind of more like self-sabotage.
Yes, because, you know, it'll be you're really happy in that moment, but you're not going to be happy later. You're going to be more stressed out later. And then you also hit the line of like, if you're doing some of the things that are like getting your nails done, buying things, like shopping, you know, we joke about how we have like shopping addiction and stuff like that, but like everything is good in moderation.
Yeah.
And that's something you need to remember. So like
check your bank account. Don't
don't spend all of your
throw
money. And don't go into extreme credit card debt because that's going to help no one.
No. Especially now in college. Like, first of all, most of us are like, everyone, you know, is like, I'm a broke college kid.
Yeah.
And if you're spending all your money on shopping, which is so easy to do,
It
and
is.
I know it's a
So
great self-care because we're there.
Yes.
We are there. But if you're spending all your money on clothes, you're going to have no money later, and that's more stress, and yeah.
You got to check yourself and check each other because
You got to know the line.
Yeah. And you can't cross it as much as you might want to. But yeah, I mean, there definitely is the line. Everyone's line is different. But, you know, doing something small and then, you know, one day doing something small and saying, okay, I'm going to do all of my work today. So then Saturday, you know, I can kind of have like an afternoon.
Yeah.
Where I do more work this day so then I can block out that time for my self-care. That's fine, you know? Will you say, for 1 whole month in the middle of the semester, I'm going to take a self-care month and do none of my work and talk to no one? Please don't. That is not what we're saying. It's not going to help you.
Yeah.
And wow.
That ends up being more detrimental. And when you think a semester's only like 3 months, so if you take a full month off.
And obviously that's exaggerated.
Yeah.
But you get our point.
Okay.
Dogs. Let's talk about dogs.
Oh, my little smushies.
Self-care animals.
Honestly.
Now, we're not saying go out and buy a dog if you're not allowed to have a dog or you don't have enough money to take care of a dog or anything like that, okay? But there are things you can do. Volunteer at your local animal shelter.
Yes.
You have to be 16 and up. That's a rule. I know that. But you can go volunteer, you know.
Watch
You might be
videos
able
of
to,
cute
like,
animals.
Yeah, like do a little care.com thing and just like say you're willing to like walk people's dogs. You can get paid for it.
Isn't care.com for like babysitting?
It's for babysitting, tutoring, animal watching, and cleaning.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I have an account. I had an account. But yeah, no, there's like multiple things you can do. But like, you know, you can do anything like that. So you can get near an animal. Or if you have friends that have an animal, to say, hey, can I walk your... you could ask to walk their dog. Or you could just come hang out, you know?
Yeah, my friend will be like, hey, so like, can I come see the cats? Like, and you, but like your cats.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I got it. Like, you're here for them. It's fine.
And for college students watching, you know, you have animals at home, we feel you. It hurts. It hurts. They're your babies.
They really are.
And like coming off of this, I just lived at home for 6 months because I was abroad and got sent home early. 6 months. I was with my puppies. They're not puppies. They're 9 and 10. But I love them like they're puppies. I have 2 dogs. The best things in like very top of the list, you know, of things I love most in this world.
They really bring me joy. We just adopted 2 over quarantine, and they're both under a year, so they're psychotic, but puppies. Whenever I'm having like a really, really, really stressful day and just like not having it, I mean, like I'll call my parents to like talk to them.
I don't.
But
I call for the dogs.
Oh yeah, but a lot of times I'll be like, I'll FaceTime my dad, and he answers like this. I'll be like,
Dads.
Hey Dad, so can I just see the dogs?
Yeah.
Like, can I go see my cat? Like, I don't, like, how are you? But how are the dogs?
No, one of my mom stopped even. She'll be like, hi. I'm like, hey, how's your day? She's like, you don't care. And then she'll show me the dogs. And I'm like, that's fair.
Sometimes he'll FaceTime me, like, with it already facing
my
the
mom
dogs.
does that.
And, like, the cutest thing, one time I answered, and my dog started barking. I was like, hi.
No, I know one of my dogs doesn't really notice, but the other one, like, if
they like tilt
he's,
their head
like,
and they're
laying,
like, what?
And I'll be like, oh, hi, Porter. Like, their names are Porter and Colden. They're named after, like, the Adirondack Mountains. And I'll be like, hi, Porter. And then his tail will start wagging. He'll come up to the camera, and he's, like, licked it. And I was like, I'm sobbing.
I have Belle and Noelle. I love them.
Watch us both, like, start crying.
No, but they truly are the best stress reliever. That's why so many people have support animals.
Oh, yeah.
They are amazing little creatures.
And, like, if you are a college student, obviously with Corona, like, I don't know what the vibe is for this, but, like, many times they will bring in dogs at some point.
Yeah.
They usually do. They did
One
in the
time
ACC.
they had a donkey.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
It was weird.
I
I think they were out of dogs or something.
They were out of dogs that day.
But
if you can, I know petting zoos are, like, still allowed. Maybe go to a petting zoo.
yeah, like, you know, there are ways around it. And a lot of the shelters do need help right now. So if you're willing to, like, volunteer and, like, help them, like, you know, you got to pick up a little poop to, like, you know, do your time.
Yeah,
but then
you
you'll
can
get those
foster
pets.
one.
Because all of those, like, animals, like, need that love and, like, affection too.
Yeah.
And I have to say one more thing, like, the only thing better than puppies are babies. And, like, like...
Didn't you have your little niece?
And that's why I wasn't here. And I am a new aunt, and I have a 2-week-old niece. And I know everyone out there says their niece or nephew or child or whatever is the cutest, but I'm sorry, you're wrong. It's mine. She is the most adorable thing ever. She's such a little peanut, and she relieves all of my stress that I've ever had, ever. I saw her and I said, wow.
That's what true love is.
So, oh my gosh. Like, I was never a kid person, but wow. Love her. She's so much. Like, I don't even have the right words, but she's such a little peanut, and I love her so much. And I FaceTime my brother every single day, and he gets really, really annoyed, but she relieves my stress. And that is the quick, 1-minute self-care time that I do every day, is see my niece and see how she's doing. So, you can find those little moments for self-care, whether it's like FaceTiming to see your dogs, or like, you know, looking at pictures of dogs on the internet. Okay, I recommend if you're trying to get like a nice little feel good, it's like the dogs that were like abused or something and then they get better. Always do the ones where they get better, okay?
The dodo.
Yeah.
Follow the dodo. They have the best, cutest animal videos where like sometimes it's like where they were really abused and like now they're thriving. And like sometimes it's like the whole time it's just wonderful and magical.
Yes.
And sometimes there's a baby involved too.
Yes.
Follow those accounts instead of the accounts that make you think like, oh, I want to look like them. I don't know this or that. No, we have no time for that. We have time for animals
Dogs.
and babies, and that is all.
I know. And like, you know, you can just do things to like give you like a little bit of happiness every day. And I think that's like just what everyone needs, especially right now in the like global pandemic of a situation that we are all in. But, you know, a little self-care every day can go a long way. And then taking time for yourself. And like, I know for a lot of us, it seems like the schoolwork is never going to end.
But
you have to think back to, you have to imagine yourself thinking back to this time in your life, okay? You have to think of the fact that, wow, all I did, I was so worried about these assignments that I barely got to see my friends. And I'm not saying ditch all your assignments, but I'm guilty, and my roommate and I just had this conversation where like we're both guilty of like hermiting so much to get all of our work done that we don't take any time for ourselves to like see our friends and hang out or even like go to dinner or like do something. And it's okay to do those things.
Yeah, even just like a few hours.
Yeah, like 1 hour out with my friends is not going to make me feel college. It's not.
My favorite thing now is I found it at Staples. It's called the Happiness Journal. And so it's so cute. And it's so like aesthetic. But on
cute.
one side it has like basically like you would fill it out in the morning and you write little positive affirmations for yourself.
Aww.
And then you at the bottom of it, it has like write a compliment that you want to give to someone today and give it to them. It's so cute. And then on the other side, it's like your reflection. So you write 3 things that, like little things, big things, whatever, that made you happy that day. Or if you don't feel like writing, they have a session where you can like draw out a little picture. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I'm Bailey.
And I'm Maddie.
Check in with us next time.